All right, welcome back, guys, onto the GSMC Hockey Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. I would love to remind you guys before we get into our second segment talking about the Florida Panthers win that if you have any questions that you'd like to see me read out loud live on air, be a little bit more interactive with the show, you can use the tips and donations link at gsmcpodcast.net. It does go a long way to help out all the creators here at the GSMC Sports Network. Use the gsmcpodcast.net link for that. And without further ado, we're going to get right into talking about this win by the Florida Panthers. It's 3-2. It's an overtime win. It's an impressive win by the Florida Panthers. The Panthers outshoot the Rangers by 17 in this game. Igor Shesterkin did all he could to try to steal this game. This was a must-win for the Panthers, and they really played like it. Matthew Tkachuk talked about it after the game. He was interviewed by Scott Van Pelt on that Sports Center, Scott Van Pelt asked him, you guys didn't have to win this game, at least I know that's your guys' sentiment, but what does it mean to win this game? And Matthew Tkachuk answered very, captain-y as he would, or, he's not a captain, he's but he has that mentality, bringing it from Calgary, and he did say, we didn't have to win this game, however, if we didn't, we would be staring going out of the playoffs in the face, and it would be very tough, especially going back to Madison Square Garden. So it's huge to get this result. And then Scott Van Pelt asked him what they have to do, and he said that they have to just stay fast, stay physical, play that nature of hockey, and I 100% agree with that. Matthew Tkachuk knows exactly how the Florida Panthers got to the Stanley Cup Finals last year, and it's playing that brand of hockey, playing fast, playing hard, playing physical, being the bigger team, being the faster team, just continuing to show the other team that we have more energy than you do at every point of the game. And that's how they're beating the New York Rangers. That's how they tie up the series. They put 40 shots on net, playing so much of this game in the offensive zone. It was a very, very impressive game by the Florida Panthers. The Rangers really didn't really have a shot on net for the last 20 minutes of this game, including overtime. A few missed chances by the Rangers that the Panthers were able to capitalize on, and it ends in a Panthers 3-2 win here. A fantastic performance by Sergei Bobrovsky, the other Russian on the other side of the net. We talked about this going into the series, how important that matchup has been, and it has not disappointed. Igor Shesterkin and Sergei Bobrovsky have played their best hockey either of them have ever played in their careers in this postseason, and especially in this series. And we're seeing it on a night in and night out basis, how amazing these two goaltenders are and how exciting it is to see these two go against each other. So Sergei Bobrovsky is the one that ends up stealing this game, but Igor Shesterkin really, really put in an effort to do so. Going into the game breakdown of the goals of this game, the game opens up from a power play goal by Vincent Trocheck. The Rangers power play was playing amazing the first period, only resulting in one goal. They did have an opportunity on their second power play of the first period. It did not. It went awry. However, Vincent Trocheck played amazing. Artemi Panarin got 2 assists in this game. He played fantastic. The name that has eluded the score sheet all series long has been Mika Zibanejad. Going into this series, we talked about him potentially being the New York Rangers Conn Smythe winner, and he hasn't played like it in this one. It's been Artemi Panarin, it's been Vincent Trocheck, Barclay Goodrow, Alexis Lafreniere have been really driving the offense of the New York Rangers, but Mika Zibanejad hasn't really been anywhere. This particular goal by Vincent Trocheck is off of a face-off on the power play. It's a set play. It goes from Adam Fox to Artemi Panarin. Artemi Panarin finds Vincent Trocheck that's in the high slot. Vincent Trocheck snipes it past Sergei Bobrovsky. Nothing really Sergei Bobrovsky could have done on this one. It's just a very impressive goal. It went right over Bobrovsky's head, went bar down. Placed the shot perfectly. Perfect speed on the puck, on the shot. Very impressive one from Vincent Trocheck on his former team here in Florida. And then after that, it's Sam Bennett with the tying goal. Makes it 1-1 in the second period. This is an assist by Sergei Bobrovsky, who is one of the players I want to one of the players I want to highlight in this series. It's Sergei Bobrovsky, playing amazing. But it's 1 assist, 21 saves, .91 save percentage for Bob. Fantastic performance, and he adds an assist, gets on those score sheet. Very impressive, I guess, from Sergei Bobrovsky. Fantastic pass to Gustav Forsling. Definitely not Gustav Forsling, just absolutely driving the net on this one. But Sam Bennett with this goal, it was such a weird goal because Igor stops the puck, but Sam Bennett goes around and then pokes it in from the backside of Igor Shesterkin. A couple of Rangers, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, Keandre Miller and Ryan Lindgren, the defensive pair that was out on the ice at the time. Both of them had their sticks in the crease trying to stop the puck, but it is a strong stick from Sam Bennett, playing very, very impressively to get this goal to go in and scoring the tying goal here. Sam Bennett midway through the second period, and then the third goal of the game was from Carter Verhaeghe. It is a very, very impressive tip-in after a save by Igor Shesterkin. It's a tough shot to save. The Igor being hard done by these just tips. We talked about it in the Carolina Hurricane series, how many tip-in and deflection goals were going in on Igor Shesterkin that you're looking at. It's like, you can't save that. It's not really on him. That's unfortunate. Good luck. I mean, you just have to attempt, because you're trying to stop that initial shot, and then a stick that is just right there, right on top of you, puts the puck in a completely different part of the net. It's so difficult to stop, and he's unable to do so. But it's a very impressive tip in. It's a very impressive tip in from Carter Verhaeghe. The puck deflects off of Igor Shesterkin, saves the initial shot. It goes off of Ryan Lindgren's head, the defenseman, in front of the net, and then Carter Verhaeghe is just able to will that puck to go in past Igor Shesterkin. A very impressive goal by Carter Verhaeghe. Great hand-eye coordination, and it's not really on Igor Shesterkin. And then Alexis Lafreniere is the guy that gets the second goal, forcing overtime in this game. He scores his 7th of the postseason. We talked about Alexis Lafreniere last game getting 2 goals for the New York Rangers, really helping them out in that overtime win that Alexander Wennberg got the game-winning goal on. But Alexis Lafreniere, 7th goal of the playoffs, come-out party during this playoffs. He has really, really grown into such an amazing hockey player before our eyes. I talk about him so often, but he's deserving. Former number 1 overall pick. He deserves all the talk that we give him and all the praise that we give him from the 2020 draft class. Very difficult, time to come into the league. So impressive with what he's been able to do. It's a very great backhanding pass by Adam Fox, who was very impressive in this game. Adam Fox gets 2 assists in this game, all for naught, though, unfortunately, for the Rangers. And then it is, to win the game, a power play goal very early into the overtime period, only a little bit over a minute into this overtime period. It's a goal by Sam Reinhart, his 8th of the postseason. I believe his 3rd power play goal in the last 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. Sam Reinhart has been very impressive, but the reason this guy is up on your screen right now, Alexander Barkov, I was getting to it, I promise. He had 2 assists in this game, both of them very, very pivotal assists, getting the leading goal in regulation and then a primary assist on this power play goal overtime game winner by Sam Reinhart. I was kind of on a toss-up between Sam Reinhart and Alexander Barkov, who deserved the player of the game for the Panthers, second player of the game. Bobrovsky was the first player of the game that you guys already saw. I decided on Alexander Barkov, the captain. Played amazing in this game, very great on both ends of the ice. The Selke winner of this year has been, that's kind of been his brand of hockey he's been playing with this entire postseason. So impressive from Alexander Barkov to keep that going. The Florida Panthers, like I said, that Matthew Tkachuk interview, what he said in that one was just keep playing fast and keep playing physical, and a lot of that is coming from their engine, Alexander Barkov, their captain. The Florida Panthers have relied on him the last 2 postseason runs, and he has been up to the task been up to the task. He has been extremely impressive. The Finn, the former number 3 overall pick from the Florida Panthers, been with this team his entire career, and the now 2-time Selke winner, deserves a lot of the praise that he is getting, because once again he has been so impressive of this postseason. 11 assists for the Florida Panthers, and has been in a hand for every single Florida Panthers win. I don't think there has been a Florida Panthers win in this postseason where he hasn't been on the score sheet at least once with a goal or an assist. Once again, so impressive has Alexander Barkov been in every situation for the Florida Panthers. So the Panthers winning this game 3-2. It's another extremely close game, another overtime game in this series. It shows you how evenly matched these two teams really are to each other. The Panthers have been playing better for the majority of this postseason, or a more majority of this series. It's been Igor Shesterkin that has been playing great hockey to keep the Rangers in this one. This is such a fun series. I'm so excited to see how it transpires with a now Game 5 going back to Madison Square Garden. This series becomes a best of 3 in MSG with the home ice advantage for the New York Rangers, the greatest home ice advantage there is outside of maybe Centre Bell, the Montreal Arena, or the Scotiabank with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Both of those places are very difficult road environments as well. So the Rangers are, have the favorable matchup going forward. They have home ice advantage in the best of 3. This series is clearly going 7 games. 3 straight overtime games? Are you kidding me? I would be shocked to see this series not go 7 games. We're back talking about Game 7 in MSG, one of the best. This entire conference finals has been one of the best in recent memory, so I'm so excited to see how both of these series transpire. As a little update in the Stars-Oilers game, it is with 10 minutes left, 2-2, still nothing really happening in this second period after 4 goals in the first. Probably what both teams need. We'll be talking about that more in the 5th segment, but for now that'll wrap it up for our first 2 segments. When I get back, we'll be talking about the Columbus Blue Jackets and their new president of hockey operations and general manager.